Yo, haha. What's up, guys? I have a question. Um, what's pop? What is that? Is pop music like just like middle class music? Oh, that's that. Is it just like middle class music? Cause like for me, cause like I've been like, uh, I'm on like a musical educational journey right now, and like pop just changed so much throughout the years. Like the genre's just like not like like it just makes no sense. So like for me, from how I see pop, I see pop as something that is just easily digestible by the casual music fan. And that would be more so middle class America, or just literally just like fucking just the casual music fan. It's just easy to digest. It's just simple stuff. Okay, so, like stuff that's like already kind of like the production is kind of kind of like the same production that people are used to. You can ship it a little bit, you can mess with it a little bit, but it's pretty much similar elements. I feel like that's what pop is, and then rock is kind of the similar way, but more is more like tuned to like more like it's more masculine. It's like the masculine version of pop, and pop is like the feminine version of rock. It's both pretty much like the same thing. So like for me, I'm just trying to understand these things because I don't understand genres, because genres doesn't really make sense to me. Like pop, from how I see pop, pop originated from like disco, right? It originated from like disco, but they made it where it's more like, you know, mainstream and something that like the average person can just enjoy and whatever, and we could just all talk about, like, it's more attuned to the masses. And that's why like it's a really, I wouldn't want to be pop. That's just because anything to the masses is uncomfortable, because like you have to be a certain way, and then they're like the masses are gonna really like you if you sound a certain way and all these different things. It's a really uncomfortable situation to be in as an artist. But yeah, like pretty much that originated from disco, right? And then same with rock. Rock originated from like blues and shit like that. So it's just really interesting to understand these genres. What are these genres? Like country originated from like folk, right? And like what, like EDM originated from um like what genre was that? I don't know, like that like sci-fi shit that was going on, like that sci-fi kind of stuff that was going on in like the 80s and shit like that. And there was stuff before like more like computerized stuff that they were doing like in the 80s and even like in the 70s and stuff like that. But yeah, it's just really interesting to see where these things come from. But ultimately it's just sounds, Like the whole point of genres is pretty much just to like, it's just to package a certain thing together to sell it. It's genres come from marketing. It's not really a real thing. It's just marketing. It's just to be able to market your product and be able to, it's just a lazy way to appeal to a demographic. So instead of finding, you know, people who may understand a certain sound or artists or whatever, like artists, I feel like genres are morphing from genres to artists now. From how I see things, is morphing from artists to genres, because it's about the demographic. Because like I was saying before, like people were trying to figure out like, okay, I like that fucking Madonna song. Okay, it's pop. I want to hear more songs like that song. So they categorize anything that sounds like that in that category, and that's how they can market that stuff. But nowadays, like, people are becoming way more innovative and creative and daring and bold with their music, to the point where, like, and music is so accessible these days. It's not like the old days. Like, I remember, like, my mom, she used to have all these CDs that she like burn, so like she'll put like all these different songs and make playlists so she can listen to different songs. Like, before, you had to listen to an album straight in the car. Nowadays we have streaming. Like, I have access, like, the playlist I made, there's 1,000 songs in there. Like, I have access to all these songs from all over the world. So, like, nowadays it's so easy to just be inspired by anything. So since we're so inspired by everything, and it's just not really like, it's not one dimensional. It's not like, okay, my family only listens to pop music, so I'm a pop artist or whatever. Like, like, that's how a lot of people were in the past. They would be inspired by what they were exposed to. And there were a lot of closed minds. As minds are becoming more open and things are just being exposed to us more and more, genres are becoming way less irrelevant. And like I'm saying, like, if you go on the internet, you see, like, people don't model themselves towards like genres anymore. They focus more on artists, because now artists are combining all these different sounds that they hear and styles and everything like that, and they're making it their own, and then they create something like that's just unique, and people may try to make a genre out of that. I honestly don't believe, I feel like the future of genres is going to be artists. Like I'm saying, I think it's just going to be artists. I don't think people are going to have, I don't think it's going to be genres anymore. I don't know how it's going to work with like awards and stuff like that. Like, I have no idea, and I mean, like, I can help, like, possibly. I don't know. I don't really like technical stuff, I'm not gonna lie. I get lazy with that kind of stuff, like the technical bullshit and all that. Yeah, yeah. I don't know. I don't know about that. But yeah, like, I feel like it's going to be more so artists, because, like, I'm hearing things and they're saying this is like pop, or this is like rock, or this is that, and it all sounds so different, man. It sounds like it just sounds so different. And like I'm saying, like, a lot of artists are more drawn to, like, I'm not artists, fans are more drawn to these artists. Like, now you're seeing all these artists, like, you're seeing, like, okay, Playboy Cardi, right? There's a Playboy Cardi. Now you're seeing all these guys who Playboy Cardi has his own unique sound. Now you're seeing all these guys modeling themselves after him, and making a sound like him, and so many different other people, like Taylor Swift. There's so many different artists who make music that are similar to her, you know? All these different kind of artists, like, that have their own unique style. And that's really how it's supposed to be. Like, that's the future, because people are starting to become less, like, they're starting to become more invested in music and starting to appreciate the original sound and creativity. They're becoming less casual fans, they're becoming more hardcore fans, where they actually appreciate the experience and the way the music sounds. They want artists to be more innovative. They don't want just the same bullshit anymore. People are actually starting to want more from the artist. So that puts genres in jeopardy, because it's hard to really understand. It's hard because, like I said, genres are really just a marketing thing. It's not really a real thing. It's just a marketing thing. It's just, you just lazily you put different kinds of songs together that sounds like, it makes no sense to me. It literally makes no sense to me. It literally doesn't. I never really went by genres. The only, the only, pop is consistent to the point where, like, it's like mainstream pop is consistent, but everything else is not, like, within, like, subgenres of pop, and, like, artists that are, like, more unique is not, like, the mainstream shit, like the industrial, like, mainstream shit where everyone just sounds the fucking same. Yeah, that shit's consistent, but, like, those aren't artists, those are just fucking singers and shit. But, like, when it comes to, like, actual artists, like, they struggle. They don't understand, like, is this actually pop? Is this not? I don't really know. I'm just making these songs, but they're trying to make me pop because people like me, so they want me to fit in with the pop artists so that I can be like, so that I can get sales and that I can be marketable to, like, to the mainstream world, to the consumers. But it doesn't really sound like that, but people are starting to become more invested into the artist itself. So, and starting to be more drawn to that sound, to those specific sounds. So, like, now, like, it's becoming like artists and albums. I feel like it may not be artists. I feel like it's gonna be albums instead of artists, like, because creative artists aren't gonna sound the same all the time. They're gonna keep on, the greatest artists never make the same album twice. They never make the same project twice. They always innovate themselves. So I feel like it's just gonna be albums. Okay, that album sound really interesting, everything like that. People are gonna study it and they're gonna try to make stuff based off that kind of album or project or whatever. I feel like it's probably gonna be more like projects, like yeah. But it's just it's a really unique thing to manage, because when I look at, like, it's like that's a real big, like, that's a big, like, red flag that needs to be addressed eventually within the music world, because it's confusing. Even, like, look at something like K-pop. K-pop is just, like, literally, K-pop is just Korean music. That's all it is. It's so fucking broad. Like, it's not like, look at, like, hip hop and rap. Like, at least, like, hip hop, rap, and R&B. Like R&B is like more your, like, soulful singy songs, right? And then, like, rap is you're just like your poems, right? And then hip hop is more rhythm based, right? So that was like honestly, like, R&B, hip hop, and rap are, like, the most consistent, even as it's going down, like, this more, like, alternative way. It's, to me, it's really consistent. Same with, like, country and stuff like that. But, like, pop and, like, rock are, like, super inconsistent. And those are the things that are more mainstream, where, like, country has its niches, like it has, like, it's not like this super mainstream thing. Like, it's more like, it mirrors rap. Like, it's more so, like, they're inspired by different things, but they're more so consistent in the music that they make. They're not just trying to sell themselves to, like, to appeal to anything or anyone or whatever, or what's popular or whatever. That's kind of like what rock and pop does. But, like, country doesn't do that, and neither does rap, hip hop, and R&B. So those are, like, the most consistent. And then you have, like, these other, genres that are consistent too, that are smaller. But I'm talking more about the big guys. The big guys are not really consistent. Um, and, like going back to K-pop. Yeah, K-pop is literally just Korean music. Same thing with J-pop. It's just Japanese music. Like, do you know how fucking broad that is? It's so broad. K-pop. Do you know, like, K-pop is, like, from the K-pop originated from, like, from the artists that I've seen early on. K-pop was just like, it was like a mixture of three genres, of pop, hip hop, not rap, hip hop, and rock. Like, not rock, metal. Like, metal, pop, actually even R&B. Like, all of those just combined. That's literally K-pop. So, like, you may go around, you may see a K-pop artist that's, like, a rock star, or make rock songs. You may see a K-pop artist that make, like, R&B songs. You may see a K-pop artist that make hip hop songs. You may see a K-pop artist that make pop songs. And then on top of that, I noticed that the K-pop, even back then, like, the K-pop, something that's always been consistent. The one consistent thing about K-pop is how, like, in the Western world, we're more commercialized. But where K-pop is, like, that I really like about K-pop is that they're more innovative and creative. That's why they blend all these different things together. They're really innovative and creative, to where, like, they add all these different elements to the songs, and they're not afraid to try unique things and push themselves creatively. So that's like the one consistent thing about K-pop. K-pop is really hard. Like K-pop needs its own kind of thing to help people kind of um be able to differentiate different sounds as well. I don't think they should do genres, you know. I think they should try to figure out ways to differentiate different sounds. And maybe it can be through albums, maybe it could be through artists. I really don't know. That's not for me to figure out. I'm sorry, I'm too lazy to do that. I rather work and do like the that's not imaginative enough for me. Like I rather do like imaginative stuff and creative stuff. Like that's coming up with like names and this and that. I don't know. It's not really me. But yeah, genres. I don't think genres really. I think genres is just. I think genres need to be replaced. That's all I'm just trying to say because it just doesn't really, it doesn't slap, and it's always just like innovating. I got pissed so bad. I low key just want to go in the bathroom and piss while I'm talking, but I feel like that's rude. So I'm not gonna do that, even though I really want to. And I don't want to leave the phone here. But you know what? I'm just gonna go pee. I really don't care. But ow, my hand. My hand still hurts. Shit sucks. But yeah, I don't know. I really like that how inspired everyone is by each other and how open-minded people are becoming with music as a whole. Like artists are inspired are challenging themselves to try different sounds and everything like that. I find it to be revolutionary, to be completely honest with you. I feel like K-pop is ahead of the pack with that, to be completely honest with you. I feel like they're ahead of the pack because, like I said before, they were really like combining all these different kind of sounds. So where like in the United States, everything is just like genres. Where K-pop is just K-pop, like it's not really like genres like that. There could be, I don't know. I haven't been in Korea, South Korea, so I don't really know these things. This is just me looking from the outside looking in. But yeah, they seem to be way more open minded to where we're more closed minded in the United States. And also even like another thing like even like I'm seeing like classical music as well. Classical music is starting to be really interesting as well because classical music is starting to innovate. Like it's going from like classical music to like modern music because like it's starting to innovate like the computer and even like drums and all these different kind of things that you didn't really hear in classical music in the past. So it's really interesting just to see how much like music evolves is pretty much what I'm trying to say. So like music evolves so much, it's hard to keep on going with these forcing these old concepts, these old concepts that we used. So as things are evolving, you need to you need to evolve pretty much everything, you know, everything that's, well, not everything, but evolve the things that can assist the bigger picture of things, I guess. And genres is part of that. Genres need to be innovated. So yeah, that's just pretty much what I want to say. Cause like I see people like music is so diverse. Like it's different from the '80s. Like you know, like a lot of these artists, like you know, there's so many superstars now. Like the '80s had like not that many superstars, and now we have all these fucking superstars and we have all this like technology, all this shit. This is a completely different age, man. It's so unique. And we have the internet, like This is a really unique time in music. This is the most together music has ever been. Like, back in the past, like, it wasn't really like it was abnormal for, because like, we hide ourselves, and we go off the mainstream and the sheep and the masses and modern America and all these different kind of things. And pretty much what I mean by that is that we end up hiding and masking aspects of ourselves so that we're not ridiculed by the masses, right? So like, now as and what we pretty much do is we just pretty much just wait for the masses to grow. Us as creators and innovators, we're already on this shit. Like, that's like, we're like at least 10 steps ahead of most people, as creatives. But we often, in order for things to go the way we want them to go, we have to wait for the consumers and, the masses to be able to be on board with that as well, because they're more conservative and slow to evolve. So like, in the past, it wasn't really normal for like people to listen to, like, most people to listen to like black artists or Spanish artists or Asian artists or have like, you know, people listening to rap and all these different kind of things. Like, of course, a lot of people have still listened to it, but it wasn't just like a normal thing to do, right? Because you follow the masses. And something I want to say too is, can we stop with like can we stop this? Can we please stop this shit? Like, it's getting embarrassing now. It's actually starting to get embarrassing. Can we stop the white rapper thing? It's actually embarrassing. It really is. Like, it's honestly, I don't get embarrassed, but it's honestly fucking embarrassing. Can you stop that shit, please? Can you please stop it, please? I don't want to hear it anymore. like, do what you want, but it's just really weird. It's getting really weird. You guys need to stop that shit. It's getting really uncomfortable. Like, I'm sorry that the greatest rapper ever is white. Fucking get over it. like, get over that shit. It's like, get over it. Please stop. It's weird. It's really weird. Remember they had like a TV show like in the 2000s, like on MTV. It was like a white rapper thing. I remember. I didn't really watch it, but I remember that. Like, it's getting really cringe. Like, it's getting super cringe. The more I keep seeing it, man. And yo, I just air shit out. I don't care. I don't care, bro. Why y'all sneaking Eminem, bro? I be seeing y'all sneaking Eminem, bro. Like people acting like they don't like Eminem, like, you see like guys who Eminem was around in the past, like what, like 50 Cent and like Snoop Dogg and stuff like that, and then they be trying to act like they're better than him and all these different kinds. Bro, y'all are not no Eminem. Y'all are not no Eminem, bro. Eminem, one of the greatest music artists ever, not even just rapper. One of the greatest music artists ever. Seriously. And like his pen, his cadence, how bold he was, how daring, how like he really challenged the minds of people. He really opened up people. He was a mirror to so many fucking people that were uncomfortable with themselves. And he's just like, fuck it, I'm just being me. I don't care if you guys are still uncomfortable with the shit that you're facing and whatever. I'm just gonna fucking be myself. It's not like he was controversial, but it's not like the shit he was saying, it's not like he was the only one thinking that shit. Right? It's not like he was the only one thinking that shit. That's why he became so fucking popular. Because people could relate. People can understand. It's just like, oh my God, he spilled the tea. Oh my God, the elephant that everyone was ignoring, he actually said it. That's pretty much what he was doing. Like, he shamelessly didn't care. Like, he embraced himself. He didn't give a fuck. He was saying a bunch of crazy shit. What, you think he's the only one who's thinking about who wants to kill his narcissistic, weird-ass mom? I never wanted to. I love my mom. But, like, a lot of people who went through similar situations, same with his wife. A lot of people, like, that was a controversial thing, but you keep hearing all these people talking about shooting each other and all this bullshit. But if he starts saying this stuff, it's weird. Like, it was really interesting, When I was a child, I didn't really listen to him. I just like the funny songs he made. Like, I like My Name Is, and I like Stan. Stan was good. And I liked, wait, what song? Oh, Lose Yourself? Wait, no, not Lose Yourself. No. What the fuck was that song? Wait, it's like, Usamin girl, oh, you be my road. Just lose it? Is it just lose it? Just lose it. That shit was funny as fuck when I was a child, bro. I couldn't stop watching it because he was doing some crazy shit. That dude was funny as hell. And I remember the D12. Oh yeah, my salsa. That shit was, bro. He had me dying when I was a child. He had me dying. That shit was funny as hell. That shit was funny. But yeah, I didn't. Oh yeah, and also I remember, yo, shout outs to you. Yo, Eminem. Shout out Eminem, bro. I'm not blaming him. I'm not blaming him. I'm not blaming him. It's life. If anything, he's not the one. He's not the reason why I got it. But shouts out to you, bro. Cause you're helping me see titties, bro. When I was like, I remember, yo, my mom had the 8 Mile, the 8 Mile CD. I remember he had like the uncensored version of Superman on there, and then they had like the girl had her titties out and everything. I was like, oh wow, what's that? I was looking at that. That shit was crazy. But back to being serious. Nah, seriously, like, he's really like, I really like. I guess I'll say this. Like, I never said it. Like, I typed it. I put it on my community post, but I never like said it verbally. But like, my for me, my like the greatest rappers, the three greatest rappers like that I think ever. Like, yeah, why can't I speak right now? Dad, y'all don't want me to say this shit. The three greatest rappers ever, in my opinion, in order, my order is yeah, it's Tupac, Eminem, and Lil Wayne. And for me, like, there's so many different kind of rappers, like rapping. There's so many different rapping styles and everything like that. But for me, I really like them. Like, I call that trio like Cerberus. Like, I think that, like, I call them Cerberus. That shit's Cerberus. And the reason why I call it Cerberus is because like they're the most fucking ruthless rappers ever. I like ruthless rappers. I wish I could rap like that. I could write, but I can't rap. I could write like that, but I can't rap like that. I can't rap. I can't rap. I can sing, but I can't rap. I try. I try so much. I try so hard. I wish I be writing some nasty stuff. I'm like, not nasty as in like bad. I be writing some ill stuff, but I can't rap it. I can't rap it. Maybe one day I'll learn how to rap better. I remember my friend Billy Vasilios. I remember he used to be at community college, at Bucks. He used to be freestyling all the damn time. He used to rap fast. I would used to be too embarrassed to rap with him because I couldn't rap like that. I really couldn't. Like, seriously, I couldn't rap. He was able to rap really good. I overthought it a lot, but yeah, it just doesn't work for me. Um, but anyway, yeah, the reason why I really like them is because of how ruthless they are, like how blatant they are. Like, they will like murder you on a fucking song. They'll freaking violate the fuck out of you. Violate the fuck out of you, man. Like, there's like no rappers that be doing that. Like, they will like not even son you, bro. They will just murder you. Dude, just violate the fuck. I love that shit. That shit. Oh, I love that shit. Love that shit. I love that shit. I love it. It's amazing. I love it. I love it. They just violate you, bro. Oh, like that's why you see anyone go for Eminem. No one goes for Eminem. Anyone go for Lil Wayne. No one goes for Lil Wayne. No one was talking about no like Tupac goes on some petty shit, bro. Tupac just didn't give a fuck. Dude was crazy. Dude had no filter. Dude was crazy. That dude was crazy. That dude, and on top of that, he was sidekick as hell, bro. Like, yo, on Ambitious as a Riot, like, I was listening to it like a week ago. And I was looking at the lyrics. I'm like, bro, this man just predict his whole death on this song. Like, that shit was crazy. He just didn't give a fuck. He saw the whole scenario. But if you listen to the lyrics of that song, he literally painted out the whole fucking scenario. What the fuck was gonna happen on the night he died? Like that's some crazy, like that's why I be trying to tell people, like, you gotta know your power, man. You gotta know your power. You gotta know, because you can kill yourself. I mean, he wanted to die. I mean, like, I'm an honest person, you have, like, if you just listen to the stuff he says and everything like that, it's just true. And I wasn't trying to talk like this, but I do want to say it more because if you guys, because I see you guys really care about the artists and stuff like that, all these rappers and artists and stuff like that, you have to be honest. They're killing themselves in these songs, and they're not doing it like they're doing it because they just feel like they're trapped in the world that they inherited, right? And they're not seeing the light. They're just seeing all this decay and all this sorrow and all this strife and all this negativity around them. They're not seeing that this is something they inherited. If they sit with themselves, work on themselves, they can get out of that. You know, you can create your reality. You can kill yourself, or you can heal yourself. You have a lot of power. You can do whatever you want. You know, but if you don't realize these things, you can end up killing yourself. It's really important to understand these things. It really is. You know, so that's something I do want to say. It's really important to really understand. Watch the people you surround yourself with. If you know, like, he knew the people he was around he wasn't supposed to be around. He was around a bunch of random ass people, like bums. If you just look at you, they're bums. He knew. He was around a lot of jealous people, and he was around good people too. But you gotta, like, you can't be around people who want to destroy you, man. You gotta be around people who love you and everything like that. Yeah, sure, you may come from an environment that has that or whatever, but eventually you have to know what's best for yourself. He wasn't around the people who really cared for him. And you can see, like, Tupac was a nicer guy than I am. Like, he had a heart. I can tell he had a heart. Even, like, on Hit 'Em Up, like, that song was so ruthless. But you can tell, even in that song, he had a lot of heart. I know most people are like, what the fuck are you talking about? Seriously, he had a lot of heart if you just listen to it. You can tell he was in pain. Like, he felt like his heart was betrayed. That's why he started acting all irrational and stuff like that. Like, you can just tell he just felt like people, like, the world was going against him, and the people who he had so much love for were turning against him, and it was making him act this way. See, for me, I would never act like that. If people start turning against me, I would never, like, I'll just be like, okay, whatever. I'll just detached and not care or value your existence anymore. I would never let anything get to me like that, because I don't care enough, because I don't care about anything that doesn't love me. I don't care. And if you're trying to betray me and all these different things, you're already a dead man. So I don't really care. So I don't act irrational that people act like that. I just chill. So I'm still gonna live my life. And if you have no love for me, you're gonna treat me any kind of way, I'll just replace you with someone else. I don't care. Once you're not useful to me anymore, I discard you. It's fucked up, but that's I'm sorry. I'm not that nice. I try to be. I'm not that nice. But yeah. You know, he was a really precious guy. You know, you can tell he really had, you know, a good heart on him. And he just someone who really just inhabited his environment. But you can tell how sensitive he was and how delicate he was. And by his songs too, he really was trying to help people and everything like that. You know, that's why, like, I really like how, like, in his songs, like, his soul, dude, like, touches you, bro. Like, he be like his soul, like, bro, he be like, the pain, like, his cadence, everything like that was just ridiculous. Seriously, dude, like his shit should be giving you chills, dude. The shit he be saying, man, like, that shit is crazy. That his shit was powerful. Dude was powerful. That dude was a prince, man. He didn't know it though. That dude was power, man. That's why they hated him so much, because he was so damn powerful, man. That was a really great rapper. I used to not like him when I was younger. I was more of a Biggie guy, because, like, it wasn't like, I guess I was too young for that. Like, I grew, like, I needed Little B for me to get into him. Because I wasn't really into, like, the songs that were, like, his songs were just not really, like, they weren't hitting, you know what I mean? Like, it was more so, like, it's something that I needed to be more mature to be able to appreciate. So I didn't really start appreciating it until, like, I became, like, a teenager. Until, like, high school I started appreciating it more and listening to it more. Like, after I started, like, listening to Lil B. And something else, like, Lil B top 5 for me. Lil B is so underrated as a rapper. Like, people like to make fun of him and act like he's not good and all these different kind of things. He's just goofy. He's very versatile, and he had so much energy, and he really cared about people. you know, and he cared about people so much, man. Like he cares so much about people, and you know his songs. Like I love how like because he rapped about his life. You know, actually raps about his life, like, and he uses it in a way to where he educates people to not do the shit that he's doing. Be a positive person. You know, don't do all this fuckery. Don't do all this bullshit. All these different negative things that I've done and that I've seen people around me do. You shouldn't do it. Like that's why people were so drawn to him, because the reason why people love Little B so much is because he was like a mentor. That's the reason why. It's not like a fucking like it's not like some people who didn't get it, they were like going in on it like a joke, but like people who actually fuck with Lil B were people who didn't really have guidance like that, and they really appreciate. Bro, I feel like I want to cry right now. I actually do, because I don't know, it's emotional. Cause like, yeah, cause like he was just someone who was like really precious and someone who wanted to help people and better their lives and everything like that. Cause he really just cared about people. Like he really did. You know, why am I saying it's like he's fucking dead? like, I don't know. I guess like I'm not saying like he's. I guess it's just. I guess I just never really showed my like talked about this kind of thing before. So I guess that's just the reason why it's making me emotional. But yeah, you know, I always just really appreciate the guy, and always just saw him as a mentor, and he was just so versatile with it. Like he would just have fun and just goof around and just talk about this shit and everything like that. But then he'll have songs where he's really talking. Like he'll be really like he's a perspective based rapper. Like he's someone who's able to he's similar to Pac, but he's way more raw than Pac was. Like that's why he said he's the rawest rapper alive. He was not as raw as Tupac was not as raw as he is. Tupac was raw, but like Lil B was so raw to the point where people didn't like him because he was too raw. And what I mean by raw is that he shows all aspects of himself. He doesn't give a fuck. That's why he makes so many fucking songs. He makes so many fucking songs because he just makes songs about any fucking feeling and emotion he has. He just fucking gets it out there. I'm feeling sad today. Okay, I'm gonna make a song about feeling sad. I just had fucking tacos. I'll make a song about tacos. Oh, I saw a homeless man walk across the street. Okay, I'm gonna make a song about that. Oh, okay, I just got some weed. I'm gonna make a song about that. Like he just makes songs. Like he literally just narrates his fucking life. Like he just be chilling there, narrating his life. Like that's why I fuck with him so much, because he's just so genuine and he's just so authentic. You know, like for me, like, you know, I was always more into artists that were like not really mainstream like that, because the mainstream artists just didn't really seem real to me. It just seemed so artificial, and I was always able to pick on what's real and what's fake since I was a child. So like for me, like I really like Lil B because he was just so authentic, you know, and he was just so genuine, and he actually cared about people and loved people, and he was able to make negativity positive. You know, that's why I just really cared. And he has one of the best fan bases like in American music, because like his fan base is just so like they're just so chill and they're so supportive of another, and they all understand and they just appreciate another, and they lift each other up. You know, it's a really like he has a really powerful fan base. That's why, and they love him to this day. You know, there is a really strong fan base. It may not be like the most like, it may not be like millions and billions, you know, but he has a strong fan base that actually fucking cares and love him because they look at him as a mentor, you know, and he create like, you know, like Terrio, like the way how I found like early in my career, like 20, like in high school, the sounds that I was using and the producers I was using, it came from like the Lil B community, like the bass community. Like a lot of these artists were into like Lil B and stuff like that, and that's how I was able to find these kind of producers and stuff like that, because like the community was just really like tight, like everyone just fuck with each other, and we're chill, and there's a lot of talent that comes from that community, a lot of talented people. But yeah, like it was just really just he was just someone who was just really always positive. He was himself unapologetically. He didn't give a fuck. He's like, you know, I'm gonna wear some fucking grandma earrings. I'm gonna put a fucking dress on, and I'm gonna still fuck your bitch. Like, it was raw as fuck. It was different, yo. Yo, yo, Lil B was different, yo. Lil B was different, bro. He gave no fucks. He gave no fucks. That man was different, bro. He just didn't care. He was just him. He was just himself. He didn't care, bro. He did not like he was so ahead of his time because he was not with the 3D shit. Like he was on a different level. Like he was in the 5D. Lil B's always like he's been ahead. Like he's been in the 5D, just chilling. Like he's just been like he's just this peaceful dude just chilling. And he knows his divinity, he knows himself. He never tried to sell himself or anything like that. He never, you know, he never tried to he never compromises his morals, his integrity, his artistry, anything like that for anyone or anything. You know, he just always stay true to himself. And I always appreciate him for that. You know, he's a really, really awesome guy. And I still stand by him. I've been listening to Lil B since my cousin and we discovered him in 2010 on Worldstar. I've been a fan of him. I didn't like him at first. I thought his shit was terrible. I did. I thought his shit was terrible. I'm like, bro, what the fuck is this? Then 2011, I heard some songs, and I'm like, still don't like you, but okay, not bad. Still don't like you. Then 2012, oh my gosh, what were my favorite projects in 2012? Yeah, that was 2012. Pink Flame, I think Pink Flame was 2012. Was White Flame 2012? White Flame was good. PYT. Damn. There's a lot of Lil B has so many projects. I feel like 2012 was my favorite year of Lil B. 2012 and 2013. 2013, I remember, oh my god, when O5 Fuck Him came out, I was so happy. That came out on Christmas. I remember you guys my parents, they probably remember that day. He tweeted me. Yo, I tweeted. I was excited. And he tweeted back at me. He followed me and all these different things. I was excited. That was before he was following everybody, but I was so excited. And yeah, that just made my day. And then when it came out, it was like over 100 projects. I mean, over 100 songs. I was so excited. I was listening to that all the time. My favorite song off that is Welcome Home. I really like Welcome Home. I still love listening to it. That sample, that Final Fantasy Chronicles sample, was really good. I really like what was it? Fuck. Ah, fuck. Fuck. It was this shit. I forgot. But it was the project that Texas came from. I really like that project. I forgot what it was called. Green Flame is good. 100% Gutta. I actually really like 100% Gutta. Bass Jam. I really like Bass Jam. Bass Jam is really good. Bass Jam is really good. I remember when in high school. What was it? He dropped it in February. It had I'm Tupac on it. It had I'm Tupac, and it had Castles and Dragons and stuff like that. It was and also it had Green Flame remix on it. Oh my gosh, I really love that. Yeah, that was really good. Some of my favorite songs. What was it? What was it? Fuck. What was it called? It was the black one. It was just black. It had Breathe Slow. I love Breathe Slow. Bitch, Breathe Slow. Bitch, I know it sounds crazy, but it's a good song. It's a good song. Oh my gosh. I remember uh what is it called? Remember when I remember when Lil B was auditioning. No, I said auditioning. He was trying out for like the Golden State Warriors, and they kept on giving him chances. Like bro, that's a powerful man. He kept on getting chances. Short as hell. He's short as hell, but they kept giving him chances. He was terrible. I was rooting for him. I'm like, yo, Lil B, you get in the NBA, get in the NBA. He was terrible. He was terrible. He didn't practice. He needed to practice. He was way too short. You need to practice. You're gonna be that short. You gotta practice, 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 practice. But what was it? It was 2014. It was the Hoop Life. Hoop Life. Oh my gosh, I love Hoop Life. Oh my gosh, Hoop Life was great. Pretty Boy Anthem. What was it? What was the other song? I forgot. There was that shit was some slappers on that. Halloween H2O was good. Oh my gosh. Man, I used to listen to bro, I used to listen to like in high school, that's all I listened to was just Lil B like religiously. But yeah, Lil B for me, top five. Top five, top five, top five. Um, but yeah, Tupac, amazing. Eminem, he was Eminem is just he's just a unicorn. He's just like to me, he's the most yeah. I feel like that's the reason why a lot of people get on him and kind of like hate on him and stuff like that because he's the most passionate rapper ever. Like I don't think there's anyone who's more passionate at rapping than he is. A lot of people they just like, okay, cool, I'm this rapper. Okay, yeah, worship me. Like look at like Snoop Dogg is still going off of like his gin and juice days and all these different things. Like bro, that shit came out before I was born. Like nigga, I'm 25. That shit came out before I was born, bro. Where you got new music? Eminem's still making music. Like and he's still going crazy. He's still going crazy. Like he just keeps getting better, and that's how it should be as an artist. You know, you challenge yourself and you keep on figuring out ways to get your story out and to narrate other stories and challenge yourself as an artist and challenge your pen and everything like that and your skills. You know, you shouldn't just like, okay, I made this project or this song and this is just gonna be the rest of my life. Like, nah, get me wrong. Like, a lot of like Snoop Dogg's best songs, in my opinion, are like people don't even know about. Like, his best songs are like really, like, he has a lot of awesome songs. Like, Gin and Juice is tough and everything like that, but like, it's not his best song. But you know, me, I just like music, so like I listen to everything. Like I'm not the guy who's just like, oh yeah, gin and juice. Oh yeah, fucking Godzilla and fucking lose yourself. And like no, like the singles are never the best songs. They are the best songs. Best songs are what people like. The most popular songs are like the songs that you know people are like, okay, this is interesting, it's usually easy to listen to or whatever. And then the masses get to it and they're like, oh, they liked it? Okay, cool. So I'll like it. Okay, cool. Everyone's liking it, so I guess I'll like it. Okay, this is the thing. Usually. Like I like to listen to like the music. Like what's like the like stuff that like really like the sounds are good, the story's good, all these different kinds of things. I like the music. But yeah, they're all great artists. And Lil Wayne, man, oh my gosh, Lil Wayne's nasty. Oh my gosh. In junior high, I remember like there's so many different eras of Lil Wayne. Like Lil Wayne is just so very interesting, super interesting. My favorite era of Lil Wayne was like No Ceilings. Oh my gosh, his mixtape era was just like it was unmatched. No Ceilings and his No Ceilings era, Gangsta Grills, No Ceilings, and fuck. What was the other one? He had like four of them. He had like 4 or 5 of them, Johns. What the fuck was it? Damn, I forgot what it was called. I used to listen to mixtapes all the time. I forgot what it was called. But it was like the other series of mixtapes. I forgot what it was called. But he had like was it, no, it wasn't, it, no. No, it wasn't Gangsta Girls. It was something else. I forgot what it was called. But like I think like the last one he did was like 2015, I think. Something like that. But it was those shits were good. Like I like that more than like his albums. Um I actually liked Rebirth. Rebirth was actually really good. My favorite song is On Fire. He was going crazy on that song. Um, I feel like I don't like. I like the like the. I feel like the most competitive rappers that are like mainstream and everything like that. I think the three most competitive rappers, Lil Wayne's there. Lil Wayne, Eminem, and Drake. I don't think there's any other rapper who's better. Like I'm talking mainstream. I'm talking mainstream. I'm talking mainstream. I know there's a lot of people who are eating and going crazy that aren't mainstream. I'm talking about the mainstream guys. They can still go at had like battle these fucking the guys who are underground and everything like that. But like mainstream, like I don't think there's anyone more competitive than those three. And if you don't believe in that, I don't. I just don't. They're just too competitive. There's like no one's touching those guys. Those guys too competitive. Way too fucking competitive. Way too fucking competitive. And none of them are stopping. Um, Lil Wayne's still dropping music. Shit, he might drop a fucking skate anthem or some shit. I don't even know. But yeah, Lil Wayne is just his wordplay was just like different. His energy was just different as a rapper. He had a lot of energy as a rapper. Like he just didn't care. Like he has so much energy to him as a rapper. Nope, I forgot. I was trying to figure out the album, the mixtape names. I keep forgetting the mixtape names because I'm so on it. Because I love that dude. His mixtapes are just amazing. Like he had like if you talking mixtapes, bro, no one touches Lil Wayne. Lil Wayne's mixtapes. To be honest, I like his mixtapes way better than his albums because on his mixtapes, like his albums were more commercial. Like his mixtape is just it was just everything is thrown out the window. I love it when he will hop on people's songs and just fucking wash them, bro. Like he will hop on people. Like that's what he was doing. No ceilings. Like all these different all these projects. Like he would just hop on these songs and just fucking wash the people who made the songs. I'm like, damn. That's how you feel, man. Like he just violate. He just washes and he makes it his song. He just makes it to his song. I used to love listening to Lil Wayne when I was younger, man. His mixtapes, it was always his mixtapes. I honestly don't really like the Carter series. I don't. I honestly don't like his albums. I don't like any of them. Oh, was it Rebirth? The one was like Butterfly with the butterfly. I think it came in like 2012. It had oh, it had No Worries. Was it No Worries? It had that song like oh, that song. Yeah, No Worries. Yeah, that song was fire. That song was fire. That I like that album. He was going crazy on because he was being more like his mixtape self on that album. Like his mixtape self, like bro, like he just has no filter and he just goes off. Like it's no like trying to sing, it's no trying to do this, it's no trying to do that. I don't need this song. No, he just goes off. Like he has like it's just a different version of him. Like that like mixtape Lil Wayne is just you have to be a Lil Wayne fan to know mixtape Lil Wayne. Mixtape Lil Wayne is just a different monster. That dude is just fucking crazy. And then any song like and Lil Wayne and Eminem on a song together was just it was just enchanting. They make amazing music together because they inspire each other. They just push each other. Same with Lil Wayne and Drake. They made really good music together too. Oh, oh, what was that other song? What was that other project? Was it I'm Not a Human Being? Something like that? It had single on it. I think there was like two. Those were good too. I like those. I like those. I actually liked his albums. I didn't like the Carter series. I just didn't like the Carter series. But I liked his other albums. Like I like I'm Not a Human Oh yeah, that was not I'm Not a Human Being too. Yeah, the 2012 was I'm Not a Human Being too. Um Damn, I'm gonna listen to some Lil Wayne after this, bro. Cause I'm a little. It's been a minute. It's been a minute. I haven't been listening to it. It's been a minute. I need to listen to those songs again. Or do I want to wait? Oh my gosh, cause I haven't listened to Lil Wayne in a while. Yo, oh, he's gonna be cool. Like, don't you get excited like when you haven't heard a song like in a while, And then when you listen to it, it's not usually not the same, but it's kind of close to like when you heard it for like the first time, and then you just get those feelings again. It just feels good. It's just like, oh shit, he's going crazy. He's going off. I like it. But yeah, those three rappers are awesome. I know I was talking about genres earlier, but those three rappers are awesome. And same with Lil B. Like I feel like Lil B deserves his flowers more. Like seriously, I know there's people been trying to give him his flowers and everything like that, but I feel like he deserves it way more. Like dude's really talented. Uh, dude was ghosting me a lot. It was ghosting me a lot. You feel me? Since high school, been trying to talk to that nigga. He be ghosting me. But it's okay. It's whatever. I get you. But yeah, I remember I used to be begging, bro. I remember I used to send him my mixtapes on Twitter, and I'll be like, yo, Lil B, bro, you're like my biggest inspiration, bro. Can you please just listen to it? Just listen to it. Just listen to this. Just listen to this project. Just listen to it. Bless it. Just listen to it. Just listen to it. I just want to see what you think. Just listen to it. Please, just listen to it. I remember. Yo, I used to be fiending. I wanted him to listen to my music so much. Because he was just like, Lil B was just like everything. I loved him so much. I just want him to just listen to that shit. I'm like, bro, you don't need to promote it. You don't need to do anything. Just listen. I just want you to just listen to it. Just listen to it. That's all. He didn't listen to it, but it's okay. It's all right. It's fine. But yeah. 56 minutes. I think I'm good. I think we're good here. I think we talked enough. But yeah, those rappers, those are four of my favorite rappers I think are the best. I guess since we have a little more time, I guess I'll give the fourth. Who I think is the fourth GOAT. I'm not really good at thinking of things off the top. I gotta think what era. Okay. Is it 90s? I don't think it's 90s. Okay, is it 2000s? I don't think it's 2000s. I can't think. I'm not sure yet. You know what? As a placeholder, I'm gonna say Jennie from Blackpink. I say no, Jennie could go off. Like I'm not even joking. Like I'm not joking, bro. Y'all, oh my gosh, dude. Wait until. Oh my gosh. Wait, you guys. Wait until you guys start seeing these Korean rappers, man. Oh my gosh. You guys think you're tough? Oh my gosh. You guys think you're competitive? Oh my gosh. You guys think you guys getting a little too comfortable over there. You guys getting out rapped by these females, by these Asian females. I'm just saying that's the reality that's happening right now. I do want you to know that there's a lot of Korean females, and not even just Korean, there's just like a lot of different like Asian females, young as shit, that are rapping their asses off. I'm just saying. People are competitive out here and say, "Oh, I'm the greatest rapper." A lot of these females too. These female rappers, American female rappers. Oh, I'm the greatest rapper. I'm just y'all getting washed. Okay, I'm just saying. I'm sorry I instigate sometimes, but I'm just saying. So for me, I'm saying you need some diversity. She's Asian. People don't really know about her like that, and she's a female. So I say Jennie. Jennie's top 5 for me. I don't give a fuck what anyone says. You got a problem, come to my house. Jennie top 5. So I'm saying Eminem. No, not Eminem, sorry. I'm saying Tupac, Eminem. Actually, I say Tupac, Lil Wayne for me, because Lil Wayne go crazy. Lil Wayne, and then Eminem, and then Lil B, and then Jennie. Jennie top 5. Jennie top 5. Jennie's top 5. Top 5 rapper. She a better rapper than me. She a better rapper than most of y'all. She top 5. She's top 5. I don't want to hear anything. Jennie top 5. That's not changing. Jennie from Blackpink. Jennie Kim. Top 5. Work on it. Y'all better work on your skills. Top 5. Jennie Kim. Top 5. Blackpink. Top 5.